Okay, hello and welcome in everyone. My name's Sugi Yamagawa, and today on VTubing my slow life hobbies in my 30s, we're back at the campfire again. Because, well, for a while I didn't do these. Well, I was very deficit on cooking, so we're fixing that. Now, we're actually going to be preparing a couple of things this morning. We're going to be preparing some artichokes. I've got 2 artichokes. We're going to do some carrots, and then we're also going to make a sauce. So we're going to be making a couple different things here today, so things might get a little bit awkward, but otherwise I am hopefully going to have a good day. We'll see. So far things have been alright. So, get these guys. Get cutting board in here. So we're going to start working on the artichokes. Do these bad boys. Not super big, but artichokes have these spines at the tips of the leaf. Can't eat that. So our task 1 to prepare the artichokes is snip them off. So I'm gonna have to go around this globe, find as many of those spikes as I can, and snip them off. So this is basically where we're gonna be starting off, is prepping the artichoke. I have a large amount of radiant heat / warmth just off the fire from here. Actually, seems a little bit early, but we can kind of work on another thing. And that's we're gonna boil these bad boys. The nice thing about having the pot here, helps keep a little bit more of that heat off of me, so hopefully I'll be a little bit more comfortable. We got quite a bit of nip snapping. Funny enough, my local supermarket actually did not have any artichokes in stock, and I was big sad. And then I found out that a certain store called Wally World had them in stock, and I was like, "No, I wasn't planning to go to Wally World today, but here we are. We're going to Wally World." Man, Fire's been really throwing some smoke at me. So I'm gonna mostly take care of a lot of the edge ones, and then for the far tip, we'll save that for Knife Coon. We'll have our knife take care of that. Thing's been destroying the back too, poking holes in it. There, hole down there. Artichokes are just very violent things. But that's. Have a sip of tea. Go back, snip in there. They can choke. Now, funny enough, this is actually my first time making artichokes, so I think this is also my first time having artichokes too. So this is going to be a big new experience for me. do I want to get to the end of the artichoke? Because I don't think I want to go too far. That's fine. If leaf tips end up in the water, because the artichokes are eventually going into that water. But I've still got more preparations to do before we get to that point. Go through, review this, make sure. Good. So that's the snips taken care of, and I'm glad because got right-handed snips, left-handed human being, and it hurts to use the scissors. Okay. So, for knife, first thing I'm going to do, take care of that tip. And with that tip taken care of, didn't have any more pokey bits. No more pokey bits. He poked. Two. So that one taken care of. Now, to kind of get a little bit better of a flavor, make my life a little bit easier, I am going to take off stem there. So, supposedly this is still usable, the artichoke stem, but I don't have any plans to make any sort of vegetable broth or anything like that here recently. Well, here in like the soonish time, so I'm going to not worry about keeping it. Instead, it's just going to get yeeted into the garden. Yeeted into the garden. Okay, now we continue our prep for divide. Goes hurt in the choke of the choke. So, supposedly, we have a inner fibers area here, and that's the choke of the artichoke. Apparently, that's not good. We're supposed to scoop it out. So, I also don't want to lose too much of my coat going to this. Unsure if it's a morning for you, but good morning. Oh, good morning to you. Themes Queen. Oh yeah, welcome in. Yeah, it's morning here. Here. Oh. Whew. My fire's dying down. Fix that. Okay, let's see here. I love the Compositaceae family. So, that's actually the plant family artichokes are in. So, essentially what you see here with all these like little like tufts, little fibers. Think fibers of a dandelion, which dandelion is also in the Compositaceae family. That's basically what those are like the bottom of the undeveloped flowers. And actually, that's the defining characteristic of the Compositaceae family, is all because Compositaceae family, all the flowers are basically big clumps of small flowers. Think sunflowers, for instance. I think sunflowers are probably like the most representative of that family. bowl. Then once my artichokes are prepped, they're gonna go there. Oh, hey, Dad's old shop. How you doing? I hope the time change hasn't been hard on you. I'm currently flabbergasted. Artichokes, A tier vegetable? Oh man. This is actually my first time having artichokes. So, we're gonna see how this goes. I'm just trying to make sure I get enough of these hairs out. Because supposedly these are the part you choke on. I don't know, they seem fairly soft. You're eating the leaves or just the heart? So the whole thing, the way this recipe has been shared with me, it has been you cook this whole thing. So I think I'm just gonna cook. So when I'm gonna cook, so this is basically how I'm gonna cook it as it, like in this state. But when it comes to eating, I'm gonna probably start from the heart and work my way in. And if things get to the point where they're no longer tasty, then I'm gonna stop. Otherwise, I do plan to eat the leaves. So we'll just see. We'll see when we get there. We'll also see how hungry I am. Granted, I also do plan to make a sauce to go with the artichoke. It's apparently a French sauce, so... Once again, I just continue to non-stop expand my culinary horizons here. There's a technique for the leaves, but I think it would be funnier for you to just do it first. Okay. I'm okay with that. I'm here to grow my skill set, so. Man, this is actually gonna turn. I don't know. We'll see how this stuff cooks down. Ooh, there we go. All of those hair. It's supposedly that choke out of the choke. Granted, these plant hairs aren't like other plant hairs, though. I don't think. They definitely seem a lot more benign. Man, I could stop. Look at me. What I'm doing. But, there we go. We got 2 chokes prepared. I want tea. Oh, where? So, today's recipes are coming from Stephen Rashlin's Project Fire. So we've got, I'm planning to do 3 things today. Yep, we're gonna be doing the smoked roasted carrots. And we're also gonna do some chive-grilled artichokes. Oh, I need to get some water. I need to get some salt and water. The fuzzy fibers above the heart. Finally, great zest. Set aside. Okay. Okay. So we're just on with step 2 now. But I need to get some salt in there. Which we've got plenty of salt. We have plenty of salt. I'm just gonna be generous with my helping of salt. I'm sure it's gonna just do wonders for making this taste more delicious. Okay. Fully puts me up to step 3, and then I need to finally grate the zest of 1 lemon. Oh! okay, okay. I see what's going on. But we're actually not gonna do the zest just here. Do it this way. Not worried about seeds. Oh. Apparently, these artichokes will discolor. Oh. These and rub a little bit of lemon juice on them. Just keep that discoloration from happening while I wait for my water to boil. Ah, hello, Mr. Spock. How is the Spock? Right now, I'm rubbing lemons on my artichokes to keep them from discoloring. Then eventually I'll need to... I haven't been paying the most attention to the ones I've treated and the ones I haven't, so I'm just going to also just be aggressive. Horrendously aggressive. Get that seed out. Okay. With a good little bit of the rubbing of the lemon. Great zest of 1 lemon set aside for the early calves. Phone number I don't recognize. Need to set my phone to silence. I can actually see my screen. I keep my phone screen on. I usually keep the brightness on my phone screen turned down pretty low, so it's hard for me to see it at times. Okay. Now I can give my recipe my full the attention it deserves. I'm gonna need to grate the zest of the minutes. Okay. Oh, okay. That's gonna be exciting. Okay. Just need to wait for that to boil. Feel close, but if we can get a little bit more heat going. And hopefully not as much smoke in my face. I'm gonna want the zest of 1 lemon here. And I think the remainder of my lemons save for another thing. Ooh. Holy smokes, that is some... Oh yeah, it's smoke. It's starting to get me to tear up. I gotta wipe the tears from my eyes. Because sometimes the smoke, like right now, it's going away. But earlier, it was just constant. Oh man, that's a nice thing with lemons, though. It's just smell, reek of lemon. It's a real nice smell. Hey, fire. Nope. Stop coming back my way. Stop that. Please behave. Please do not abuse the streamer. And we'll do a little bit. I squeezed this lemon a little bit too much, and it just has no structure to it. Save that. Probably not the most overflowing abundant amount of lemon zest. A little bit more off here without ruining my hands. Ideal. Now time to look at this fire. I'm expecting to have a bit more roaring of a boil. You're bigger regular. I don't want you. Ah, that's a good profile. That's good. That's a good piece. Ooh. What if I took all the rock out? Because the way the legs on this fire pit work is they can get a little bit of a rocking to them if you don't like take everything out. So I've got water waiting to boil. So since I've got water waiting, go back. View. See what we got going on. Oh god. Smoke. Ah. I like to be. I need to be able to read my recipe. Cart putters with this coloring. Okay. Fine. Skewer boiling. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. Do a 20-minute boil on the artichokes. Oh, yeah. Need to work on melting some butter. Let's actually work on melting some butter. That's why I try to read ahead. When I can, because that just helps me out for stuff like this. So I'm going to take a generous helping of butter. But place into that container. And it's going to hang out the far edge of the fire. That should be able to get enough like radiant heat. Because I mean, like right here, I could probably melt the butter if I laid it over here. But that might take a little bit longer, so I'm going to have it hang out over there. Yeah, that'll be fine. Because we're actually going to do a butter olive oil mix for the rub we're going to make. Well, I think it's called a rub. I don't know. I'm not a professional cook. I'm an amateur. I'm an amateur in this driveway. Okay. Back to my reading. Okay, so I'm gonna want 2 tablespoons of chives. That's pretty straightforward and easy. So I think that's enough of that. Actually, wait, am I using the lemon zest? Great. Okay, so I am using that for the sauce I'm gonna make. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna work on the lemon aioli. And this is pretty straightforward. I'm gonna make it in this bowl. I have you guys just hang out with fun. Actually, you know what? On second thought, I think we got our water at a sufficient boil. Finger in book. I'm gonna just go ahead and get our artichokes boiling. And did not overfill my thing. Always a concern. Always a concern. And then I'll just use a knife though. Here, I need you to hold that temporarily. Temporarily. Just for a little while. Get my phone out, and then I'm gonna set a timer for 20 minutes. Hey, book. There we go. We got a 20-minute timer going, and that's how long we want those artichokes to hang out in there and do their thing. Jeepers creepers. I really... Man. One of the things about doing my setup this way is I think I end up with getting more smoke in my face. Not exactly a fan of getting more smoke in my face. Okay. Take knife coon off to the side. That frees up room, and I can look at my recipe. So 1 clove, so we're just gonna want probably a little bit generous with the garlic, but you know what? I love garlic so incredibly much. Garlic, salt. Salt's coming up next. And the butter, because I can try to get a little bit more of an even heat on it. It's half a teaspoon. So we'll combine garlic, lemon zest, salt into our bowl. We'll mix this. Now it calls for a wooden spoon. I don't have a wooden spoon available. So but it wants a nice paste, which I think we got a good paste going here. So I am gonna be subbing. So apparently this uses mayonnaise as the base. I'm using sour cream. Just because sour cream is what I have left over from earlier stream. Thursday stream. The pepper poppers. Whoa! Easy, easy, easy. Simmer down, simmer down. Man. You're being too rough, Fire. think it calls for 1 cup. I might be technically a little bit short here, but I also just don't need a whole lot. Not in lemon juice. Wait a sec. A little bit of life lift. Get all that lemony goodness in there. Well, that's on me. Seeds. Oh, I like to pick them out, but smoke. It's making it see incredibly hard to see. Oh, pain. Oh gosh, shift wins. I'm gonna run out of tears, man. Even rub my eyes because I'm wearing glasses. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Nothing like a good eye rub. Sure. What? Who cares? Oh god. Fire pit is just being absolutely assaulting with me. Yikes. For some reason it's real bad today. Like usually it's kind of, it varies. Today is just being, it's just being really smoky. That was a little bit extra, make it nice and lemony. And we also hit this with some pepper. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stream without my glasses. Like I rub my eyes and then it just, and the fire just hits me. I'm standing back. Stand back. The heat's going off to the side. Just enough coming at me that's just assaulting. Terribly assaulting. Oh god. This guy lung full of it. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but today's been bad. It doesn't stop. Like if I were to just get like a little bit of smoke sent my way, it's not too bad. But today it's been non-stop. Okay. But hey, we got a dipping sauce for our artichokes. Why did I scrape the spoon? I should just leave the spoon in there. So, I'm gonna put this in the cooler for it to stay chill. Grabbing the phone off the ground. Jeez Louise. Don't do that. Don't be getting snappy with me, Fire. I don't appreciate that. Then goggles at some point. Because it was big. It's kind of been bad. Been bad. Ugh. Granted, if it's going to continue being like this, then yeah, I'm not going to be super into doing the campfire cooking streams in this setup, which is kind of nice because I kind of like the mobility this gives me, but the extra mobility is not worth it for additional smoke to the face. Let's refresh my tea. Phew. Okay. Actually, where are we at on timer? I think we still got plenty of time. Yep, we still got plenty of time. The prevailing direction of the smoke is this way, but it's still going enough my way that it's hitting me. Really wish it wouldn't do that. Okay. Okay, yeah, I got those. Cool. So, while those finish, we're gonna work on getting the carrots ready. I'm gonna be a little bit different about this. Oh, hey, Captain Cocoa Puffs, how you doing? I hope the time change hasn't been rough for you. I'm doing alright on the time change part, but I am consuming horrendous amounts of smoke this morning. Like, it's been bad. Also sucks I can't... One thing I dislike with this type of grate, it makes it really hard for me to poke the fire. Usually if it smokes, I can poke it or something. So here. A little bit more. Here we go. Now I've got a little bit of poking room. Nice. Not too bad. Gotta have to wait a couple hours until I figure out if it's hit me. Well, usually the thing is, time changes for me, it's all about, like, the morning. Well, I guess we'll just see. I mean, I'll probably be in a slight panic when I go to work, because my body thinks I'm going to work at the wrong time, and it's like, no, body, this is fine, this is fine. Get some carrots. Man, you're a big boy. We don't want too many big boys. Honestly, I'm just gonna roast. I'm gonna be doing these carrots whole. And let's see. Let's see what I got floating around in my bag. Let's see. Because I like doing big, thick carrots for a roast, because these are gonna be. Because when they soften up nicely. Oh, like when you soften up carrots in the stew. That is, in my opinion. I really like carrots stews. I also just like carrots. Ooh, yeah. Orange spice tea is good. Now, how am I prepping these guys' recipe book? Arrange carrots, single layer in large disposable aluminum foil pan. Carrots are good. Carrots are delicious. Okay, so we're gonna be hitting these bad boys with olive oil, salt, and pepper. Wonderful things. And I do need to keep a little bit of olive oil laying around for later. But I can be pretty generous with my helping there. So, here's the olive oil. Actually, it was salt. Nice generous helping of salt. And the pepper grinder. I used the pepper grinder. Where did I put my pepper grinder? What? Where did it go? Oh. Don't put your pepper grinders in your cooler, because then you're going to be very confused as to why you can't find the pepper grinder. And then we're just gonna rock these carrots back and forth a little bit, kind of get some of that olive oil, some of that fun stuff, get them coated. I think I'm actually just gonna roast these bad boys for like a half hour. Close lid. Roast carrots. Okay. So lid. So we're gonna go ahead and throw these guys on, and I need to make sure I hit my hook. Ooh. Actually, no. I should have enough room. There we go. Oh yeah, I like that. It's height. That's like me with anything after a few edibles. Shit, I'm holding in my hands. In my case, I never thought I would stick it in the cooler. I was like, it should be laying out. It doesn't need to be in the cooler. Well, someone put it in the cooler, and that's this guy. Melted enough. Excellent. Because we're gonna be having some real good fun with this stuff. So, heard that fun. That stuff. I've asked you how many times, Fire Pit, tonight to take it easy on me. Please take it easy on me. And then I need to also... I don't know. I'll be okay with the Dutch oven there. Should warm up pretty good. Piece of firewood here. On there. Just because the rest of my firewood's starting to burn down, I kind of want to firewood up. But yeah. Chives. A literal pot of chives. I have. Now time to find scissors I left under. So we're gonna be making a butter, chive, olive oil, like mix. And we're gonna be putting it on the artichokes when we go to roast them. Should be really delicious, I imagine. So this singular chive just kind of just broke off and is just kind of sitting around. So go ahead and get it diced up, snipped up into nice small bits. Then from there, couple. Grab a nice big couple. Make a big snip there. Get. And this way we can more efficiently work. Yeah. Members of the onion family. I like members of the onion. I like garlic. I like chives. Don't like smoke. Really don't like smoke. I think next campfire cooking stream I'm going to be back at the regular fire pit. Regular fire pit's over there. Oh. That's timer. Stop. Oh, that's actually reasonably good timing. I like it when I have good. Not every day, but some days. Things just work out. You out. Need to double big thing I need to double check is whether or not I need to save the water from the artichokes. I don't think I need to save the water. Not overcook. Artichokes should remain. Drain artichoke, coriander, running water over them until they're cold. Position artichokes, cut sides down, and drill on wire rack. So. Somewhat easily pierced. Yeah. That's good. Okay. So. I need to go grab a thing. I'll be right back. These utensils I forgot the grabby. I'm gonna use grabby. Grab our artichoke. Good shake. And I've got a wire rack here off to the artichokes out of here. Do as whole as I can. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's what we want. Oh man, these actually feel soft. It's good. That means they will be more delectable. Last one here. Go. What I'm talking about. Then, need you anymore. Hang out down there. Give me a little bit more access to fire poking. That is how you deal with smoke in a fire. Just poke it. Give it some nice pokes. You're gonna need to be doing some pokings later at a point. But for now, I'm gonna let the artichokes cool while I work on grabbing a few more chives. Let's see. Haven't pulled any from here. Let's get in here. This, pull that out. Should do me for chives. There we go. Need to make the chive olive oil other thing for here in a moment, because we're actually gonna start grilling these. Artichokes once they kind of cool down a little. Granted, that's one thing I do like about this grill, that it is crosshatch style. So I don't need to turn the artichokes to actually put nice crosshatches on the... I can get a good design texture without actually having to do actual work to achieve results. Okay. Let's see here. With this piece of wood, you're a little too burny. Just make your life easy, Sugi. Just make your life easy. You have a really bad habit of making your life hard. Okay. That like that. Let's see. I want to add anything small. Fish. Reasonably small. Reasonably alright profile. And just have that hanging out over here. And just get a little bit more heat over by where our carrots are. Actually, speaking of carrots, I need to... I'm gonna actually go ahead and set a timer for... Set my timer. Ooh! Charcoal black hands. There we go. That should give us our time on the carrots. Now, I'm probably going to want what I've got going on here to burn down a little bit before we actually start grilling the artichokes. Otherwise, the artichokes are gonna... They might get a little bit too toasty. We don't want too toasty artichokes. Probably at some point I should probably shake my cast iron just to roll the carrots around. But I do want to check and see if I need to do anything with this before we get... While I wait for stuff to burn down. Move our executor bookmark over here. High. Okay. Well, we definitely have high heat. Okay. Go ahead and grab the olive oil. Mix in the rest of that olive oil. good chunk of it. And we'll put our chives in here. Ooh. Hey, chives. He's getting the butter, olive oil mixture. You're delicious like that. Just give this a good stir to mix and incorporate everything. Looking pretty dang good. Plenty of smoke. Been non-stop smoke. Do nothing, light it, don't let the flames die down completely. It's good to have some smoke and fire. Brush and scrape the grill grate clean and oil it well. Okay, so we'll oil the probably. We're actually going to be cooking the artichokes directly on this. So good thing. Olive oil. Let this soak up. It's unreal, man. And we're gonna be able to do some good artichoke grilling though. And then that oil's gonna help keep things from sticking. You're just gonna get used with a separate thing. Woo. Hey. Just to cut artichokes. Between and over the salt and pepper. I want to do that. Okay. Halves cut sides down on the grill, running diagonal to the bars of the grate. Ah, I already have that diagonal stuff. I don't have to. Okay. I also have to season these guys with salt and pepper. My interesting Oh man. You just look like. Yeah. Oh yeah, those guys are like reasonably soft now. Reasonably soft and cooled down. What we want. Oh. While these guys are on my plate, grab some salt. Gonna hit these bad boys with salt. Some of the salt's gonna also fall out. Because I'm fully expecting to lose some of it. But some of it will retain. So we hit it with pepper. Then I grab my magic brush. Dip in my butter, olive oil, 5 mixture. Just give it a nut. Give each of these a really good helping of this stuff. Really good helping of this stuff. Help everything soak in. Be generous so it soaks in. Man. Really. I want to be feeling like I'll go pretty generous at this point. Probably go for like using 1/3 of it. And then once that's done, these guys are now ready to actually go onto the grill. So I'm going to position these kind of close to me. also kind of close to the fire. And then with them on, grab our butter, olive oil, choke mixture. We'll give each one dabbing. Oh man, this stuff is gonna be. Oh man, this stuff is gonna be great. As long as the smoke doesn't kill me first. Oh, for a split second, I thought you were using the chip brush from the drill. That's how you get the mineral flavor. Captain Cocoa Puffs. That's how you get that nice mineral oil taste into your food. But yeah, I'm not using that brush. This is actually one of my dedicated cooking brushes. And then because I also like being extra, I'm gonna hit the tops. A little bit of salt. And pepper. Oh man. Oh yeah. Grilled vegetables. What I love. Quick grilled. Remaining 2 halves for the sauce. Nope. The aioli sauce is done. I see browned and grill mark. Turn the artichokes over and grill leaf side back. Yep. Ready when sizzling hot and browned on both sides. Transfer artichokes to platter or plates. Drizzle any remaining. Sprinkle with the reserved chives. Sweet. Awesome. I've only had artichoke and dips. Those look fucking good though. Oh man, like, I mean, it's artichokes cooked, boiled in water and salt to soften and to kind of salt it a little bit, and then with a nice butter, olive oil, chive blend, like, while they grill. Now, so the recipe I'm using assumes I have a regular grill for cross hatching. But since my grill's already kind of like cross-hatched, I'm just going to leave it alone. And then we just want these to grill until I get them nice and brown on the bottom. I think that's going to take about 4 minutes. They're sizzling nicely though. Nah, this should be fun. This should be fun. Ooh. Remember, kids, when your fire smokes, it's a sign it needs a poke. Really what I need to do. I need to make sure I can be able to poke this bad boy. Okay. Let's ship one to you. Oh, yeah. Fairly nicely browned. I'm going to set you there. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Good timing. Bad. Don't lose. Success. Ah, yeah, and just like a little bit of a char to him. Yes. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now let's hit these bad boys again. And nice and buttered and olive oiled up, because, I mean, a lot of people like to think vegetables like taste bad or something. It's like, nah, you just need to cook them right. You cook them right, you can have tasty veg. This is definitely going to be tasty veg. So I can see, I have also noticed I have some of my peppers. Well, not, well, peppercorns and salt on there still, so I'm not going to re-hit that side while the other side cooks. Vegetables are taste of the fools. Oh, hello and welcome in, Almontes. I hope the time change hasn't been hard for you. Hasn't been hard on me, but the smoke today has been really hard on me. But yeah, good vegetables always deserve appreciation. How long am I into... Okay, so the carrots have been roasting for almost a half hour now. Oh, not too bad. I just got back from a run. Nice! Oh, man. Yeah, I actually got a text shortly before stream. The buddy I usually hang out with on Sunday afternoons, he's busy. He's gonna be doing his uncle time. So I think I might actually get out and do a bike ride. It's a little bit chilly for a bike ride, but I mean, I'm gonna be fueled by delicious vegetables, so granted I should probably let the food settle, but I do think it'll be a good day for a bike ride, though. Like, it's not too cold for a bike ride. Well, I've ridden my bicycle in some exceedingly cold weather. Let's see. Which one was my first turn? I think I turned you first. Nah, you guys can cook for a little bit longer. Go ahead and give those guys a minute or so. Give those artichokes a minute or so. And then I'll probably check up on the carrots. Now for the carrots. Probably should do myself a favor here. And rock the Dutch oven so they roll around a little bit. So they aren't cooking on just one side. Man, that's what I like about Dutch oven. Handling that thing is a workout. Go ahead. Off. Ah, yeah. That looks reasonably good. Yep. Yep. There we go. Like a nice, like a little bit of browning, but... Well, some browning, a little bit of just a little bit of a char. Yeah, that's good food. Idea message is the mug with no honestly adds to the coziness. I think that's a pretty good char. Oh, thank you. Oh, the mug with no handle is because reasons. I have dropped the mug. Actually, need to do this while I'm thinking about it. So I have my olive oil butter chive blend here. Let's hit these guys, the remainder of it. Should good, we'll let that butter, olive oil, all that good stuff. Soak. on. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Those... Actually, wait a second. I should fork test those characters. I should act like I know what I'm doing. I don't, but that's what makes it fun. Yeah. Still a little bit stiff. It's not been made soft enough. But I also didn't have any burning. Sure. We're gonna up the heat. I like that level though. Maybe not. That's what I tried. That's what I get for trying too hard. Actually. There. I knew I could get it if I tried hard enough. But that will up the heat for a little while on those guys. So, do that. Number there. Ooh. Ooh. Actually, what's my time? Oh, it's 11:15. Okay. We are still very firmly in tea time. So, let's go ahead and get some green tea going. Because I think those carrots are probably going to want another 10 minutes or so in the Dutch oven. We'll do 10 minutes there, and then we'll eventually transfer them to the actual grate, and then we'll just roast them on the grate for a little bit. And we'll see how cold this water's got. Normally the cast iron keep heat. But the mug also. Oh. Thank you, timer. I'm really debating on whether or not I should get one of those kitchen timers for this. I mean, the phone timer works and also gives me an excuse to look at my phone, but I don't know. Part of me almost wants to embrace the charm of an old kitchen timer. Where are you? Oh gosh, that's why it's hard to see. Oh man, I need to clean my glasses. I thought my alarm was going. That jolted me. Oh, sorry, Captain Cocoa Puffs. Nope, that's just my alarm going off for me. Uh-oh. Woo! I foresaw that issue coming. I took evasive maneuvers. Would like to cut down the smoke that guy's making right there. think that took care of that. Ooh. You know what? Water's still reasonably warm. Warm enough for no KT. Yeah. Hot side. Woo. At least you were behaving. But I'm gonna get my poke. I'm gonna use that poker. You act up, fire. Ooh. Nice small pieces. I could have used these earlier. I think one of the downsides of this style of fire pit is how the sides are solid. You don't... I mean, it gives you a solid thing to throw stuff around in, but it is a little bit constrictive on airflow. Now, granted, there's a way to fix that, and that's with the drill, but I don't know. I feel like the airflow on this thing hasn't been like too terribly great. Not sure if it's a thing I'll need more testing or not, but that small piece of wood is actually was helping me out. Yeah, the airflow performance of this fire pit's definitely mid. I think that's the reason why I've been having like a lot of smoke issues today. And you know what? The age of the internet, I can probably look into it and see if people have had like the same experience and see if they've done something different. Change things up. Oh. Actually, that's up now. Ooh. Cute. Gonna work. Okay, yeah, poke it until it works. Or sort of like how we did back in the 90s. Hack the CRT until it worked. Scary. Okay. I think those carrots have been cooking long enough. So step one, gonna remove lid. Step two, remove Dutch oven. Now we roast vegetables. Oh, for the veg. And get those kind of bird sides up. If they'll play nice. There we go. And then we're gonna let those cook for a little while. Let's go over there so that way I don't kick you. So I don't have enough room on my plate for artichokes. So I gotta have a secondary plate set aside. And let's see here. For serving, I just need you guys. Let's simplify what we have going on. Carrots are getting hit with thyme, but I think they're getting hit with thyme at the end. Almost to ensure even browning. Okay, yeah. Okay, so once the carrots are done grilling, then they will get hit with thyme. I bought this slime yesterday. I gotta seal packet. Ooh. Ooh, nice pop. Oh man. Don't underestimate what spices can do for vegetables. Honestly, well-seasoned vegetables with spices, and especially a good helping of olive oil or butter or almost any other fat, I feel like you can make good food. I don't have the overflowing abundance. I get it. Yeah, there we go. Beets. Items. You're the one that's kind of like in the heat of the action. Ooh. Oh. The grill marking. Nothing excessive. Then bad carrot boys with some fun. Holy smokes. Well, actually, I don't want smokes out of you. But that's food. That is food. So we've got chive-grilled roasted artichokes. We have... What's the name of this sauce again? So we got an aioli sauce. A-I-O-L-A. Using way too many valves. Granted, this sauce smells real good. But I did... So this sauce called for mayonnaise, but I just substituted sour cream because I had sour cream laying around. So that's what I used for that. Actually, go ahead and give ourselves a nice dollop of that right next to our artichokes. Then we also have roasted carrots. So a vegetable smorgasbord for today. So can I take out some artichoke heart? Do I need to cut this? Oh dear. I had artichokes before, so sure what is the quote-unquote proper way to go about it, but you know what? Actually, I should just have a little bit of the artichoke. A little bit of the artichoke by itself. Oh, wow. Mmm. It's really good. Really good, real buttery. I need to cut this up, though. I don't know if I got them soft enough. Or it was a pokey bit like that. Hmm. Hmm. You know what? That's pretty good. Pretty good. I like that. Oh, thank you. You volunteered for some of the sauce. Hey. Please let me be. Does not want to be stabbed. But I do have sauce on that. Oh gosh. Do you want the tech for the leaves? You know what? Sure. Hit me. Oh. Hit me, Dad's old shop. Woo! Because that second bite was definitely chewier than the first one. Granted, this is one of the leaf parts of the artichoke. Which definitely has that nice, well-developed cellular cell wall. It's not soft and supple. You birds are gonna eventually want to get to the bird feeder. Oh wow, that's so chewy. Pluck them from the artichoke, then put them in your mouth and scrape the inside bottom meat off the leaf. The whole leaf isn't edible. I probably don't want that then. I don't want you. Probably. Let's try to get some of the heart. There we go. Artichoke heart. That in the sauce. Lovely. Oh wow. Mmm. Oh wow. Sauce is really good. The artichoke heart. I approve of that. Clean this off. You also usually separate the heart from the leaf. Some people dip the bases of the sauce and the meat off the bottom leaves with their teeth. Huh, okay. Also, I'm new to this vegetable. Are the inner leaves the heart, or is the heart this base? because you have like this base to it, which actually, you know what? I have a whole bunch of these. I just didn't cut this off. If it won't separate. Separate though. It's too flexible. That's why. It's not centered on the plate well enough. I'm not far enough out. That's usually what does it. There we go. Almost. Okay. Yeah, the base. Ah! Okay. So since we have this, go ahead and there. Oh man, that fire's looking great. Okay, you know what? Yeah, the artichoke heart is good stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Now, the inner leaves are definitely perfectly edible, especially after cooking. But, yeah, that base part's definitely the good part. Let's dip that with some sauce. Oh man. That's good. That's good. And tea's good too. But I don't think this would be one of my streams. Unless we crack open the cold one. It's still technically AM hours, but you know what? We're eating at this point. We're having a lunch. So, cheers. Let's see. Make sure that beer's away from the fire so it doesn't warm up. Can't be committing that type of sin. Okay. Now, try ourselves a little bit. This roasted and fire grilled carrot. Mmm. Oh yeah. Oh man. That should be it. Yeah. Oh man. Thyme, nice compliment to the carrot. Real nice. But also, carrot's soft, but still has a little bit of like texture and rigidity. Good stuff. Really good stuff. Since I have the sauce, I'm just gonna try it with the sauce. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Mm-hmm. Whoa. dang good. Have a little bit more of that. Carrot, good stuff. I gotta say, knowing that I don't have to eat the leaves of the artichokes, actually I got a little bit of hurt there. Actually makes it very more refreshing, because otherwise I was gonna think eating 2 whole artichokes was gonna be, this is like so much food. Such an incredible amount of food. I don't know if I can get through all of this food. You're hanging on, Leaf. Don't separate me from my artichoke heart. Because I'm new doesn't mean I don't want it. Oh, hell yeah. Well, those forks are done. Then the artichoke leaves, I can just eat these into the garden. Let the squirrels fight over them. But yeah. So, I'd say, really good day. Good morning. Other than the fire pit just throwing like fistful after fistful of smoke at me. But yeah, this was a good day. Also, I'm glad so, I've done a couple of recipes from this book, Project Fire. I've done... Actually, not a full list of the recipes. I know I've done the pizza dough recipe in here. That one was really good. Ooh, maybe we should do a bacon egg quesadilla one of these days. Not a huge fan of egg. There's also starters, and yeah, the honey beer pizza dough. That one was really good. There's a lot of good recipes on here, especially if you like grilling. So if you were looking for a book with some good grilling recipes, Project Fire is a good book. Funny enough, one of my friends, he calls this the terrorist book because he thinks it's about just the way the front of this looks, and it's called Project Fire. He just thinks it's like, oh, this is just like a book on how thinks it's about terrorism. It's like, no, it's not about terrorism, silly Billy. It's about cooking on fire, which is what I do. I like doing it. Fun. So for the better part of things, kind of done. I'm not gonna get super face stuffy with food while I'm live. I usually reserve that for later. Let's see here. Anything fun? Actually, wait a second. Excuse me, I need to mute. He's up. Hello. Okay. So, here. Oh. So, I'd like to say, hey Sugi, I'm ending my stream and send them to you. YouTube says it can't officially raid you. Oh, okay. Well, funny enough, grumpy old guy, I was actually planning on raiding you. Because I've got your stream pulled up on YouTube, and I was looking for someone to like end out to, and I was like, well, you're the only one live. Now the people I follow on YouTube, which is kind of, I need to find more people on YouTube to follow. So I think I'm just gonna actually end things here right now. Well, so gotta say, today's vegetables turned out really good. Learned a lot about artichokes today, and also like really thank you Dad's Old Shop for the advice today. Thanks for pointing me in the right direction, because I assumed the base was going to be the heart, but I also didn't know if the heart also referred to the inner leaves. It actually refers to this magical part right here. Granted, the inner leaves are soft enough to eat without too much issue. The outer leaves, you probably better off not consuming those. So I hope all you wonderful people have a great rest of your Sunday and a great rest of your week. Next week is going to be interesting. I have some, well, I plan to get back to the Stardew Valley mines on Tuesday, then Thursday. I am planning on something special. It might be ambitious, but we'll see. So game plan for Thursday next week is I have purchased a whole bunch of Eastern Red Cedar lumber because I want to build an outdoor tool shed to hold this fire pit, because this thing is massive, it's big, takes up way too much room in my shop, and I can't be losing room to a fire pit in a shop. So I've got a little bit of room out here in my pseudo patio / driveway. So I'm gonna be working on building a tool shed. Now, I don't know if, because right now I still have to actually finish up the board game shelf project. So I should be, granted, since my evening has been, well, my afternoon's been freed up, I should be good on that. But I'm going to be starting Thursday's stream sooner. And one of my goals for Thursday's stream is to essentially break my record for longest stream. I think that record stands around 5-ish, 6, maybe 6 hours. I don't think it's 6 hours though. It's either 5 or 5.5. So Thursday stream, I don't think I'll be starting this early, but I will be starting on the early side. And my vision is to just build. There's going to be a cornucopious amount of wood cutting. It's pretty much going to be like probably like the first like 3 hours of stream is just dimensioning pieces, but once I get pieces dimensioned, then I do actually intend to work on framing the walls for the tool shed, because the walls are going to be built in sections, because it's literally like a less than, because it's less than 8x4. I'm using a 8x4 sheet of plywood for the roof, so not a huge footprint. Not going to be a problem to just build parts of the assembly and then put the parts together later. So plan to be pretty ambitious next Thursday, but yeah. And I'd like to go ahead and just wrap things up with, this has been Sugi Yamagawa. I would like to wish all you wonderful people, may you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, whatever it is, wherever you're at, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.